Greetings everyone, this is Delicate Queen and you're watching a video production by The Delicate Touch.
This is Delicate Queen with The Delicate Touch, and you are listening to me. I am backstage with the remarkable, legendary Otis Clay. Otis Clay, you want to say something to the people?
I don't know what to say behind that. If that's a great introduction.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us how you began?
How I began. It was typical, in the black family, everything is pretty much centered around the church, social, religious, and everything, and in fact, we used to even go to school. We had school in church, for a long time before they built the school, because I'm from the country.
Okay.
I lived in the country.
What part in the country?
In the Mississippi Delta.
So what brought you to Chicago?
Well, that was the migration. That was the line that you followed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there was always someone that went ahead of you, and people really and truly loved each other then.
Yeah.
And it was a certain pattern that you could follow, because if you knew a family that was from where you lived that was in Chicago, you could always come and stay with them until you got on your feet, and then
that's right,
and so on and so on. That wasn't quite the pattern I followed, because my maternal grandfather and two uncles lived here.
Oh wow!
Among other families, but that was the immediate family. So after my mother passed, then I came to live with my uncle and aunt. Okay. Yeah.
And you've been here ever since?
Yeah. I was in and out for the first time I came to Chicago was in 1956. You don't remember that year.
I was born in '74.
Yeah. So you see that, but it was the typical. It was pretty much how everything was going at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, where are we? Yeah. Okay. So that's when I came to Chicago. Well, and of course, in my family, again, you had to go to church. So I went to Liberty Baptist Church, which is at 49th and King Drive right now. And that was 51 years ago.
Wow. Okay, now is that your church home?
That's my church home.
Wow.
You know how black folks are.
Stay in one spot.
You can't leave the church.
That's right. Okay. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the people that influenced you?
Oh, man. So many influences. And in Mississippi at that time, you didn't get a lot of black radio. So that meant you were getting into some other, if you use the term, genre of music that you were listening to. I was listening to Rosemary Clooney, Vaughn Monroe, Frank Sinatra, and people like that. Okay. And then on Saturday nights, I would listen to the Grand Ole Opry out of Nashville. So you're listening to Hank Williams and people like that. And every day during the week at 12 noon, Sonny Boy Williamson would come in from KFFA out of Helena, Arkansas, and it was the King Biscuit Flower Hour. The only thing about it, he was only on 15 minutes. Okay. It was called the King Biscuit Flower Hour. So that was some of the things that you look forward to. And so all these influences to this day, listening to all of that music, it becomes a part of you. When there's nothing original. Everybody's borrowing from. The only thing about it, when some folks get stuck on one artist, but I pull in all these things that I've heard down through the years.
Right, that's why your sound is so soulful.
I hope so. Thank you.
So, what sort of music do you listen to today?
Same thing. I'm a semi-collector, and I know a lot of stone collectors. I mean, folks that collect really do it religiously, And what they do, I get someone will send me something from all over the world. They say, "Hey, I heard this. I want you to have it." You know what I mean? Because they like it. You always want that edge. And there were some friends of mine that we used to have record battles on the phone. You know, we're on the phone with each other. Say, hey, I want you to hear this. Okay, well, listen to this later. We were doing that on the phone. I would win most of the time.
Would you win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for watching a video production by The Delicate Touch. Be sure to visit our website at www.thedelicatetouch.com.